Hi there folks, this is the uniform guy again, this time with a second review of the Third Reich uniform I showed you earlier. As you can see to the right of the screen, I've bought in an M35 Field Blues to show you the difference between the tunics and how the uniform progressed during the Second World War. First over to the M40, which is part of the M44, which is part of the uniform I reviewed earlier. You see it a little more here. As you can see, it's quite short. It's a hell of a lot shorter than the M36. I'll lay them over and do more reviews of that in a bit, but give you another in-depth overview. As I said, silk collar tabs, subdued, silk eagle, subdued, fairly plain pockets, a built-in waistband of such. This is quite rough material compared to the M35 and M36. Even though this tunic's still wool, it's a lot more comfortable, a lot more better made. I'll just unbutton this, show you inside again. Actually, no, what I'll do is I'll overlay it, show you how short they are. Right, so we get that up. The shoulders are at shoulder length. The collars are at collar height. Shoulders at shoulder length. We pull away. As you can see, it's a good hand width. I mean, that's quite a sizable cut off there. As you can see, they've also done away with the bottom pockets. Simple reason for that is your webbing sits there. So this belt is obviously like a stitched over waist belt. It's a completely separate bit of material. The jacket's cut there and they've put that there. But the idea is your belt sits there. If you notice, that was in line. Try and pull it up so it's side by side. If you notice, you've got that there and it's in line with the top of the pocket there. So once you put your webbing on, you can access your bottom pockets, so they become useless. If we just go over and have a look at the M36 here and just show you some of the differences, as you'll notice, first off, it's a different coloured collar. This is actually deep pea green, lovely sweat stained collar there, and inside there was a label there which has obviously fallen off or been removed. But yeah, actually this tunic, oddly enough, it's an M35, but it's got the insignia from a 1940s tunic on it, so it still shows a bit of difference. As you can see, the collar tabs, although they're smaller and not as flash, they're still colour, and they're more of a bevo material woven than a silk woven. And again, the eagle, black backing, full white colour, shows it off nice. Collar boards are still thicker than these ones. These ones are really sort of, if you can see that, like virtually like paper thin, whereas these ones are about twice the thickness. But yeah, also, if you noticed, silver green paint. So obviously the buttons on the collar tab's been changed on this one. But yeah, you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons on this one as opposed to your 6. So it may be a rebadged SS one. But also, as you can see, the pockets, even though there's 4 as opposed to the 2, they have this reverse scallop cutting, which makes them quite impressive. Got your Infantry Assault Badge Silver Award there, Iron Cross, and a personal badge. This was like climbing a mountain in Germany. But yeah, these are all externally sewn pockets as well. I'll just open this jacket. I'll open the other one and show you the difference between them. It also shows why I reenact German as opposed to British and American. I mean, mainly you can see here, lovely soft lining, as opposed to the later 44 one, which is no lining at all. Well, there's no lining on the back. Now that is rough and itchy. Not as itchy as the British battle dress. What I'll probably do is show you this 44 Tunic next to my battle dress in a later video, just so you can see how they're similar. Yeah, you've got a little bit of lining here and here, just where you've got the internal pockets and such. And no, there's not even lining in the sleeves. But this one, you can see, apologies for the sweat stains around the neck as well. Oh. Got red on you. Yeah, you see, there was an internal pocket here, which is why it changes colour, because if you see there's like green and then it's blue. But yeah, this is lined throughout. This is an incredibly comfortable jacket. But yeah, all the German infantry ones around 1935 were well built, silk woven. This is a really thick jacket, really thick, really heavy. This one, if it was more lighter I could show you, but this one you can see the sun through it. It's that thin. It's quickly made, because obviously by 1944 D-Day landings, Germany was, let's be honest, near the end, on its knees. I mean, you think they're churning this out in 1935. By 1944 they've got this. It shows you a great difference. But obviously, yeah, this one is more functional. It's like the British battle dress. It's cheaper to make, easier to make, takes up less material. This uniform here was designed by the Berlin Theatre Company. This is probably one that most people recognise. The high collar, the massive jack boots. But obviously the one I'm paying attention to is this one. The one that's quite unusual with my one is I've still got jack boots with it. This one, as you notice, the collar is folded open. By about 44 they weren't really concerned with the uniform. Soldiers would have this undone. They'd have like ascots showing, or whatever they're wearing underneath showing. They would have had puttees and ankle boots. Uniform would have been a lot more lax. But yeah, I hope that kind of shows off to you the difference between the 44 and the 35, gives you a bit more in-depth view. Hope that's helped, and I'll do a couple more videos of the 44 uniform shortly. Thanks for watching, bye bye.